Welcome back. We are going to be doing some more one-step equations, but this time with some multiplying and dividing in there. Calm down, calm down, calm down. It's going to be all right. Trust me, trust me. All right, so let's look at it. Same thing we usually do. We still want to isolate the variable. Let's split the equation in half. All right, and we'll isolate the variable. Now, this time it says 3a equals 36. Remember, if we have, let's see if I can do this. Okay, we have 3a right side by side. When we have a number and a letter side by side, that basically means multiplying. So whatever that number is, don't think, oh, well, a must be 6. Because it'd be 3 equals 36. No, that means 3 times something equals 36. All right, so you may know the answer right now, and I hope you do, but we still need to work backwards because later on it's going to be a lot harder than the one step. This is just one step. But so the one step we need to do is know that we got 3 times a. So what is happening to a? Is a being added, subtracted, multiplied, divided? It's being multiplied. It's being multiplied, right? A is being multiplied by what? It's being multiplied by 3. Yes, good job. A is being multiplied by 3. So what's the opposite of multiplying? Dividing. Good job. Dividing. So what's the opposite of multiplying by 3? Dividing by 3. We need to isolate the variable by doing the opposite operation. It's being multiplied by 3, so we got to divide by 3. And remember, we don't always need a little dividing sign. We can just use fraction sign. Divide by 3. But remember, if I do it to one side, I have to do it to the other side. So I'm dividing both sides by 3. Okay, 3 divided by 3 is just 1. So really the 3's just cancel out. Equals a. Now, some people say, why don't you say 1a? You could say 1a, but it's not going to change anything. If you got 1 in front of a variable, 1 times anything is just what anything is. So you don't need to put it there. So a equals, what is 36 divided by 3? 12. So now we need to look back and say, okay, does 3 times 12 equal 36? Yes, it does. All right, next problem. All right, so we got negative 5x equals 20. First thing, let's divide it. And we divide it mainly, dividing it helps you out a lot when it gets more than one step. But we're going to do it with one step right now. If you're an organized person, you probably don't need to do that all the time. But some of y'all aren't that organized. So let's be real. All right. All right, let's ask ourselves, what is happening to x? Is it being added, subtracted, multiplied, or divided? If you said subtracted, you'll be wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. That was bad of me. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I probably deserve that. Okay, but it's a number beside a variable. It's a constant beside a variable, and technically this is a coefficient, but we'll get into that later. But it's a number beside the variable. That means it's multiplying each other. So x is being multiplied. What's it being multiplied by? -5. Not 5, but -5. So if x is being multiplied by -5, we got to do the opposite and the opposite operation. What's the opposite of multiplying? Divide. X is being multiplied by -5, so we need to divide by -5. Okay, you say, well, why would we not divide by +5? Because we're trying to do the opposite. We're doing the opposite operation. The operation going with the x is multiplying. So we got to divide. You're going to multiply or divide by the same number. So x is being multiplied by -5, so we're going to divide each side by -5. -5 divided by -5 is just 1, so we got x. The right side, I have 20 divided by -5. Go back to our integer rules. If we're dividing and the signs are different, the answer is negative. So what's 20 divided by -5? -4. And remember, we can always go back and check it. If we got -5 times -4, that's two negatives multiplied. It's going to give me 20. All right. So right now we got y. Now remember that you say it's a fraction, you could call it a fraction, but basically it's y divided by 4 equals 8. Something divided by 4 equals 8. Okay, now the operation going on, let's do my dividing line. My splitting the equation up. Okay, what's happening to y? It's being divided. What's the opposite operation of dividing? Multiplying. Okay, it's being divided by what number? 4. Do the opposite. So I got to multiply by 4. If it's being divided by 4, I got to multiply by 4. So on both sides, so a dot there, times 4, times 4. Okay. Now some people get here and they start doing a bunch of math. 16. No. Why did I choose to multiply by 4? Because I wanted it to cancel. So just cancel. Whatever's on top is left. The 4 is cancel, and the right side I have 8 times 4, and I got what? Do the opposite. Now check it. If y equals 32, does 32 divided by 4 equal 8? Yes, it does. All right, last example here. Let's split our equation. What's happening to the variable? We got to isolate it. What's happening to the variable? It's being divided by 3. What's the opposite of divide? Multiply. So it means instead of dividing by 3, both sides I have to multiply by 3. These 3 just cancel out, and whatever's on top, which is C, is left. Right side I got -7 times 3. Different signs, and when I'm multiplying, are negative. So it's -21. If the signs are different, it's a negative. Answer. So let's go back and check it. Does -21 divided by 3, does that or does that not give me -7? It does.